You know, real simple solution. Let's get a third party, come in, audit the books, check everything. If nothing's been done wrong, then everybody's happy, everything's fine. If something's been done wrong, if one penny of taxpayer money's been misappropriated, spent, took, or done wrong, somebody needs to be held accountable. If anybody reports somebody to remove it, that's what we need.
Is the state auditor looking into this? Is the state auditor looking into this?
Don't trust the state auditor.
If I might say something, I think an independent audit is by so in a matter of secondary set of books, that automatically arouses suspicion, and you need to go outside of the government to get the audit done in order to ensure that it's neutral. So I think that the board should probably commission an independent audit reconciling the existing AS400 records and the secondary set of QuickBooks records.
Will the board, we got a motion?
I would like to request an independent audit. Also, I would like to proceed with where do we need to go with the public? I have a problem with Michael having the hard drive out of the computer and erasing information off the hard drive.
All right.
That's illegal, and I will press charges if applicable.
Fire him.
Amen.
I move we request.
Do what?
I move that we request an outside audit. What was the motion? We kind of.
I asked for a motion. What's the will of the board?
Yeah.
Somebody's made a motion.
I'll make a motion that I make the motion that we have an independent audit done and also proceed forward with whoever. I don't know what law is doing it separate. Well, we can do it separate if you want to. Yeah. But I'll make a motion for the independent audit.
Like that's your.
I made that motion, but I'll second it.
Okay.
I have a question for the sheriff. Sheriff, where would we start with that if it was, where would we have that investigated through?
What, audit or?
No,
Jim, who's on?
erasing information off of a county computer.
We can investigate it if you want us to. If you want an outside agency to do it, then I would say the Attorney General's office. It would probably be better than even the state agency that, you know, Michael would be inside of it, but if y'all want to do it, we would.
AG.
Well, I think if there,
Y'all trust the AG and don't trust the auditor office?
He's a Democrat. Exactly, sir. Bring him in.
I think if you're accessing a computer from a remote location, that's considered wire fraud. And I think the federal government has jurisdiction over wire fraud. So I think David can initiate the investigation, consult with the feds to see who may want to handle the investigation. The other thing I like to suggest is if Michael has done what he's been accused of, he needs to be stripped of all access to computers. It needs to be either suspended or terminated.
Immediately.
Just out of curiosity, when Marie Bird's access to QuickBooks, did she make any changes that you're aware of?
I have not been able to see the, and I would not be, I'm not a computer expert. I'm sure a computer expert could see if they've been altered in any way.
I'm not. Yes.
But Hudson, I guess on her, she can't give up. You said about audit. She's the auditor, but she gives the auditor up, and you give it to Adrian. By state law, that's her job. That's in her. When she signs on this record, she is the auditor for the county. Huh, Joe?
But she writes the checks.
She's the auditor.
She writes the checks.
But she can approve this bill, that bill, everything.
Okay, one more. Frank, I think we said it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about at least $1 million, or maybe even more of this, because David Earl's been in the office this long. But I would like to, and I think we all agree, commend Linda for bringing it.
IT, I almost think we ought to, maybe lead with pay, but keep both of our IT people away from our computer system.
Immediately. Sheriff needs to walk him out.
Only thing I got to say is, we better hire somebody else today.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
those things, they work every day.
But I think that's the only way we're gonna do investigation, what's going on. You know, it's like catching somebody with a bag of dope, let them hold evidence till you get to trial.
Well, I understand, he's literally not holding evidence, so, I mean, he does IT for the sheriff's office. Is that correct, Sheriff? I mean, and they got, he's run from pillar to post, he don't work but about 12 hours a day, seriously. And, you know, maybe he's done some things that are wrong and appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not gonna sit there and convict him without him having his side of the story now. I mean, that's not American justice. I mean, here's a guy that works on those computers every day, but he doesn't have access to your computer without getting to it.
That's not
So
true.
we can tell him to stay away from those.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Well,
He's demonstrated bad conduct, so I think that there is prima facie evidence to at least suspend him and strip him of his access to the computer. Because if he's capable of doing it for one department, he's very capable of doing it for the other. So in the best interest of the county as a whole, it's my suggestion that I think he should be stripped, suspended, and if he's found guilty, terminated.
Let me ask this, guys, let me ask y'all this, is that system backed up over there where it could be preserved in its current state? Or
It should be on the coast in the main
You're gonna
office.
have to get, you're gonna have to get somebody here besides them to collect the data also. Because we don't know enough about what they have there to know that they collect all the data.
Does it back up every day?
Only on the AS400, because see, I asked that question also when the QuickBooks is missing. I went to Michael, I said, how come we don't have a backup of this? If, you know, that's a problem right there. We've got a set of records that's not backed up.
Who manages the AS400? Is that, who handles the AS400? Is that Delta?
Delta and Biloxi.
Seems like Delta would have a person to back it up for everybody.
Yeah, but that's only for Delta, that has nothing to do with the computer systems themselves. That's only the information on Delta, and they manage about, probably half the state uses AS400, and so.
Do you have anything now that's not on Delta in your office?
No, sir. Well, we've gone to Mississippi Electronic Courts, so now our court records are in Mississippi Electronic Courts and not through Delta.
I'm just trying to think of some way to get somebody, because I know how many problems with computers, and I know what the clerks have struggled through in the last, since they both took office, and just trying to make the county operate, and it's a daily battle to keep those things up and running, so.
And I will say this, I did find on my computer that the QuickBooks is in there, but I don't know if the data is in there or not. And it's got the Intuit QuickBooks little program, but I can't open it. So I'm not sure if he erased any information or.
I asked him that question, the icon's there, but there's nothing there. He told me he erased it. But
Okay, he did, okay.
he told me he erased it because the license was
yeah, I think we need to talk to him, maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, like you said, he's not able to spend whatever, and understandably, I'm with everybody else, something wrong, let's get to the bottom of it. But I would want to be, have these type of, this heavy accusation, I wouldn't want to have them levied against me, because everybody's got a right to face their accusers. That's what I just got a right to face their accusers. I'd rather have us talk to him than act hastily and move him like this without at least hearing from him. At least.
Will minutes
to be kept with the executive session meeting?
Yes.
Just a note, even though something has been deleted from a hard drive, you can retrieve it. It never goes away. Trust me, even if it's deleted, it's there. It'll cost you to get it, but it's there.
But if the hard drive's not there, you don't have it.
They put it back.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make one quick point that I understand what you're saying about the IT man having this whole county to have to deal with, but obviously with him going and doing these things, he's got more time on his hands than, obviously, than we give him credit for him to be able to do this, and this was not required in his job. He took it upon himself to do it. So keep that in mind when you approach him to bring that up to him, because, I mean, yeah, he was over, you can say he was overworked, but obviously not too much.
One more time. Her $50,000. Is that a customary thing for her, an elected official, to take office and go hard $50,000 to cover her
Yes, it is.
stuff?
We offered to cover that for her, and she decided to do it.
Wait, what are you referring to?
Whenever you went and made a loan to get the money to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my line of credit?
Right.
Yes, they did offer to pay my employees, but I had already gained the line of credit, and I wanted to be responsible for paying my employees. The
Why do you
way,
get that money back?
as money comes in, I will be able to start paying that line of credit
But
off.
you're paying interest on your line of credit. Okay.
Yes, sir, I am.
That was hers.
And I had already secured that line of credit in December, and then when we, opened session in January, the circuit clerk had requested for the board to pay for her employee salaries, and so they offered it to me also, but I was already prepared and I had already gotten the line of credit and everything, so.
This sounds like shenanigans.
Okay, yes, Jerry, sure.
Am I gonna contact the AG, Attorney General's office, and get them down here?
I'd like you to do it myself personally, if that's just me.
Okay.
One thing I would like to say is I see somebody has a camera set up back there, and I think that needs to be preserved so we'll know what's been said and done here today for this investigation. Is that your camera?
That's my camera.
Oh, okay. Would you mind getting the sheriff a copy of that or letting him have that copy?
Of course, I plan on putting it on YouTube, so.
Mr. Joe, this is part of economical development. If you clean your act up, people's gonna be looking.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call, we're gonna get Michael over here. We're gonna have an executive session this afternoon after the rest of the board meeting. Board I'm concerned with moving on from this. Appreciate y'all. Road department? On order.
Did you get it? You recorded it right now?
I hope so. I pressed the button, it didn't stop.
It's still recording. Oh, did you have it not recording, Emil?